How is everybody doing? Nomad here, bringing to you yet another Dead Island 2 video. Now, as you guys know, Dead Island is simply an amazing game, at least in my opinion. I think the iconic LA locations are done absolutely beautifully, and overall, I think the combat in the title is absolutely fantastic. The storytelling with the intertwined side quests, for me, is just enough, and I think the title did a fantastic job following its predecessor in the series. But in today's video, I wanted to go over a few things that I would love to see make it into the title. Really quickly, if you enjoy it, drop a like on the video. It really helps me and the channel grow, and subscribe for everything Dead Island. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first and foremost, and this is probably the biggest thing on this list, I think Dead Island 2 would really benefit from a new game plus. And this is very common in games in our day and age, but I think the mechanics and the way the game plays out would be fantastic for a new game plus. I don't really need to go in much detail because it would work generally how most new game pluses work. Our challenges don't reset, but everything else resets. Player level stays the same, and they basically just up the ante and difficulty for the zombies and for the story and side quests. I think it would be absolutely fantastic. And to be honest, I think this is going to come to the title. I really do. I'm pretty much 99.9% sure that a new game plus is making its way to the title. As we know, there already is a lot of stuff going to be added further on down the line for the title, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit. Next off, and I think this would work perfect for the game, because one of my only gripes about the game is sometimes there's not enough zombies on the screen. There's not enough chaos. Now, there are parts that can be chaotic, like the CDC tents and the military base on Venice Beach when you're going through the corridor. For the most part, it is a little bit slow paced at some points, and I would love there to be more action. I think a Horde mode would be fantastic for this game. Now, my ideas for this could be completely independent game mode that you can go in and out on co-op servers, or you can go in solo or with friends, or just specific areas around the map that have a zone, a specific zone where you can activate the Horde mode. And maybe the idea of the Horde mode would be it would progressively get harder as the stages go on, and you can either die and you're done and you keep your rewards, or you just leave. And XP doesn't need to be necessary. I think they can eliminate the progress of XP during this process, because it's going to be so easy to get XP in this, and it would just be a simple way to farm slayers to max level, but I don't think that's important. Next off, now this is going to be a topic revolving around gear in general, and this isn't a big one, but it's going to be a little bit of a quality of life. I wish we had the ability to mark weapons for scrapping or for selling, so we could do a mass scrap or a mass sell. It's not horrible, but it does take a little bit of time to constantly sell weapons, and then you have to go back and forth to make sure that you're comparing the right weapon, or just the ability to lock specific weapons and items so you can't sell them no matter what. That would be an easier way to implement it, and I think it would work fantastic. Now, these next few things I honestly think are going to come to the game. I do know that DLC is eventually going to come. Now, whether that expands the story, it expands locations, it expands modes, we do not know this yet. We do know we are going to get some skin updates and weapon updates for specific characters. That's already been announced. There's 6 Slayers. They only have 2 announced, so we do know 4 are eventually going to come. One thing I do think that's going to come in the future is 2 new locations. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever looked at the map. There are 2 locations that are up at the top of the map. They don't really showcase much. There's nothing to them, and they are iconic LA locations, so I do really think these 2 locations are going to expand the general story, and we're going to be able to go there. Now, how is this going to tie into the current story? I do not know. Maybe it's going to be some side content kind of stuff. Maybe they're going to be smaller locations. We will have to see. Now, there's plenty more I could have talked about, but these are the general, more specific ones that I would really like implemented. But again, guys, I still love the game through and through. Let me know what you guys enjoy most about the game. What would you like implemented maybe in future updates? What Slayer are you using, and how you're just liking the game overall? I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. Drop a like on the video, as it helps me and the channel more than you know, and subscribe for more Dead Island. I would love to have you in the community. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.